to use it. And also, the questions will be welcomed because I would like us to be on the same track or maybe in the same bus. Yeah. We don't want, personally, I don't want to leave anybody behind. So if you're stuck, please raise your hand. If you see I didn't even see you raising the hand, raise the voice. Okay. We need we need all of us to be in the same bus. Okay. It's not hard, it's very simple to use. It's not more of scripts or maybe codes or whatever you call it. It's just a drag and drop thing. It's a clicking thing. So it's going to be fun. And I hope everybody has a good connection. I hope everyone is hearing me well. Okay. Silence, I consider it as yes. Thank you. So yes, we are here for the Power BI session. And what is Power BI and what does it do? Power BI, as you can hear it, even in its name, it's Power Business Intelligence. That's the BI, the meaning of a BI. So it's a Microsoft Business Analytics platform, turns this connected data into decision making process, right? So if you guys did we do a session about Excel? Raise the thumb if we did. Perfect. So in a simple terms or in a simple words, Power BI is like it's like how can I say it? It's a more of an add-on or maybe like an extension to Excel because what Excel can do, Power BI can do, but Power BI goes a bit advanced in visuals. Yeah, because still you can do analytics in Excel, you can do graphs, you can do charts, you can do whatever. But in Power BI, you make it's a bit advanced for analytics. So it's like a branch, it's like a model for Excel to use. And it has it Power BI has three versions. There is a one for desktop. For desktop, that's where I'll call it an op sorry, I'm missing the word. I'm missing the word. But that's where we develop our visuals. Yeah. And on the service, when you're done developing a report or maybe a dashboard, you publish it online so that the rest of the people can see it. Yeah. And on a mobile, it's the same app as the one on service or maybe on a cloud environment, but on the mobile, you can be able even to edit same as the web version. So service is a web version and mobile, yes, it's just an application you can download from Android or iOS phones. That's iPhone. Okay. And the data import, most people use Excel files, they use CSVs, they use database source, they use web data, they use APIs. Um, for for the data to be used in Power BI, you should be getting data from somewhere else. Power BI doesn't hold data, or it doesn't have like a warehouse, or maybe a database, or maybe a store. No. It doesn't store data. What it does, it transforms data and stage data. So that means we need like a source of data. like where should we get data from? Yeah. So that's why we connect Power BI with data sources. Yeah. And the data source is anything that holds data, anything that with the data. So Excel file can be a data source, CSV can be a data source, a website can be a data source, a database can be a data source, depending on what you want to use data for. But there's always a way you can get data. Yeah. So there is also three ways of refreshing your data. See, we are picking data from a data source, but that same data source, we can update the data in it. So for us, for the data to reflect into a dashboard or a report, we have to refresh our Power BI dashboard. Yeah. So there is three ways to update the data into a dashboard or a report. So you can manually refresh your data, you can schedule for a refresh, and you can even use what we call a gateway. I hope we are I'm not flashing, right? Before we go too far. Okay. So there is also data transformation, because what we extract, or maybe what we pick from a data source, there's always a stage that we need to do, or maybe there is always a someone someone wants to say something. Okay. There's always an open way, or maybe a privilege to edit the data that you extracted from a data source, or maybe um, cleaning, what we call staging, and we can also add some queries. You can merge tables, you can append tables, you can create a new column, you can use calculations, formulas into Power BI. Okay, so the data modeling, what we call data modeling in Power BI, it's creating relationships. Uh, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the simple MySQL database. There is something called relationship. Something comes up with one to many, many to one to one. Yeah, are we familiar with that? And don't worry, we are just going through an overview. We will be on hand. We'll be doing this practically. It's not a theory thing. Yeah? And we can also, yeah, we can create relationship whereby you connect two different tables. Yeah, you can be con you can be able to connect two different tables with the same IDs, or maybe same primary keys. And there is always someone is texting. Fabrice, mind checking up? Okay, okay, great. So there's also what we call DAX in the Power BI. It's a module that helps us to create calculation formulas. And in full, it's data analysis expression. It's it's a module that can help you to make or create any sort of data expression you want without going into data source and you change the narrative or maybe the quality of the data that is in the data source. Okay, so before I go too far, I would like us to first confirm if we all have Power BI installed. Do we? Anyone who hasn't,
Please, my own is still installing. My Power BI is still installing.
your Power BI is still installing?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Okay.
So is the only one person still installing the Power BI? The rest
Excuse
have
me,
the Power BI?
excuse me,
Yes.
Kevin.
Fiona?
I installed
Yes.
mine before you sent us this link, and it looks
Mm.
different from yours. It doesn't look like this. I don't know if there's a problem. Mine is called Microsoft Ignite.
You installed Ignite.
Is that? It's not the correct one.
So did you install it directly
Um,
from
I,
uh from
I,
Microsoft Store?
yeah, from Microsoft, and I can see getting started building with Power BI. It has many things. I don't know. But I've also installed the one you sent and it's still loading. I don't know if I can use this one or I have to use the one you sent.
No, you should use it the desktop one.
This one that I installed before. Or
So
the
which
one you
one did
sent.
you can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So
Yes. It
this is the
doesn't
one
look
I'm
like
saying
that.
you should download this one here.
Oh,
Not
it's
report builder, no. We need Power BI desktop.
Power BI
Okay.
desktop. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. It's
Right.
also loading.
Okay. Right inside the Microsoft Store. It's there and it's free. There's no charge unless you have unless you don't have Windows computers. There we will go a bit
I have
beyond
I
that.
have a Windows computer.
Okay.
So what should I write in here?
You just write in Power BI. Type in Power BI, you will see Power BI desktop will be the first one.
Hmm.
You got
Let
it?
me use the one. Let me use the one you use, the one they sent us, because this one I downloaded. I don't know the things it's giving me. It's as if
Okay. But the one, which one did they send?
the because it's still loading. I don't know. It hasn't opened yet. It's Power
Is it?
BI desktop setup
Uh-huh.
times 64 brackets 1.exe.
So you're installing it through the website.
I just
Okay.
clicked on the link they gave us on WhatsApp.
When you clicked on the link, you got this. Okay.
Mm, I think
Yeah.
so. Yes, I got that. Then I clicked download.
You clicked download.
Yes.
Okay. Did it install?
It's still installing. It's
After
remaining with a few
downloading, you should
minutes.
install because this is just an extension.
Oh, how do I install?
Is it done downloading?
It's downloading. It's remaining 7 minutes. That's all. It's remaining.
Yes, Benjamin, you can hear you. Could you? No, it's not hard. Could you share your screen, please? Because I don't want to leave anybody behind. Okay, share your screen. Share your screen, Fina. Hello, Fiona, can you hear us?
It's me who's sharing my screen.
Yes,
Okay.
you can share the screen so that we can guide you.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. It's this.
So when you start sharing,
Okay.
what do you see? You see the screen, you see the windows.
Mm, okay, let me see.
Okay. You just shared the page. And so go to your downloads. Go to your downloads, please.
Can you see
You
it?
should no, you should share your screen. Here you're sharing a page. So we will only see this page.
So when I click share screen, I go to my downloads. So I first open the download.
When you click share, okay, you will see the entire screen.
So for
There's
me,
Microsoft page. When you click share, what do you see?
when I click, I see the different windows I opened. The
But
search windows, LAN, download Microsoft BI desktop from
no.
Office.
Forget about the pages. How about the screen? You can see entire screen
Yes,
above everything. Just
yes,
click on the entire screen and select your screen.
I've done that. But when I do that, the share button is inactivated.
Activated.
When I click on entire screen before selecting anything,
Hmm.
the
There is entire screen, and then you click on that screen. Click on the screen you see. Exactly. This is what you wanted to see. Okay, so go to your downloads. Leave that. Go to your downloads. Open. Oh, it's still installing.
2 minutes.
But you just downloaded the second one. There is the one that is done downloading. Go
There
to your
is one.
second. There is one that is done. Because I can see this the second time you just downloaded this file.
Okay.
Open your Microsoft Explorer. Down. Near your Outlook.
Near my Outlook.
Yes, down.
Here?
No. The first, the second going your left side.
This
After
one.
your Outlook. After your Outlook.
My Outlook is this one. This one.
But there are two. Okay. After the Microsoft Store.
Can you see my
Wait.
mouse?
Yes, I can see mouse.
Okay, this is
Go
Outlook.
your left side.
Should I go to the left or to the right?
Left.
It is
Yeah,
this
it's
one.
already
This is the
installed.
one I have, but it's different
Exactly.
from the
Okay.
one.
No, it's not different. This is the one. This is the one.
It doesn't look like yours.
No, mine is because I do use Power BI too much. The things that you see,
Oh,
they are the files, they are the Power BIs that I have built. But
okay.
that the
Okay.
one you have, it's just empty.
It's the correct one. Okay.
So guys, forget about these files, these recent files that you're seeing here. Are we all having this just from here up to up? We do have this, right? When you open our Power BI. Do we? Or anybody else seeing different thing? Okay. So when we click, so when you click here to a blank report, okay, it's going to direct you here. Okay. And you will see this kind of page that is opened. Okay. So as I told you, these are the data sources that are compatible with the Power BI. You can use Excel data sources. You can use SQL data from a database, wherever it's located. You can paste in your data. You can use sample data. Like you can type in the data that you want to use. Anything. So when you come here to files and you get here to get data, that's when you see like the data sources that are capable to be used in the Power BI. But the most common ones are Excel files, CSVs, XML, JSON, and the folder. So in the folder, I will emphasize here it's there is a sometimes you have too much files like Excel files or maybe CSV files that are in one folder and you want maybe to use all of them or maybe some of them and you cannot you don't want to just upload one by one. You there is also a possibility of uploading a folder and then you use the data source that you want in that specific folder that you've selected. Okay. So another thing that I actually forgot to mention is that in the Power BI we only deal with structured data. When we say structured data, it's a data that are in tabular format or maybe data that are in a table format. a table view is where you're capable to see your data in table form. Okay, all the data that you're using can be able to see them here in tables. And here to model view, this is where you create your relationships. Like, for example, when you want to relate purchase data with your table of a calendar or date, this is where you do it. This is where you connect tables together so they can talk to each other. And there is this tasks, task query view. This is where you build your expressions or maybe formulas that we saw earlier in our presentation when we were talking about DAX. Yeah, this this is DAX. This is DAX that we were talking about, where you create your own calculations or formulas. Okay, and these are the functions for DAX. Is aggregate function where you use sum. Perhaps you want to get the summation of all for example, the purchase you did last month. You use sum when you want to see the average product that were sold. When you want to see the count lows or count downs, you can also use filters, like when you want to filter out the data that you want to see. Perhaps you want to see you want to see the data that, or maybe, sorry, the purchase that happened in Bugesera only. You don't want to see the purchase that were happening in Kigali. You just filter out Bugesera using the formulas. Um, time, can use it by using date, like backing down. You want to see the purchase for maybe since 2024 up to 2026, or maybe back 2024 backwards to 2022. These are the search formulas that we use. Okay. It's quite similar to the formulas that we use in Excel. It's just like you just need to convert them in the language that Power BI understands, but it's slightly the same. There's no big difference between the formulas that we use in Excel and the formulas that we use in Power BI. Yeah. So the visualization data in Power BI, this, like when you're done creating a report, you create something which looks like this. Okay. Where you use these visuals. These are the visuals. This is a graph visual. This is a pie, and no, this is a donut. This is pie. This is a bar chart. This is a map. This there are also slicers or filters. You choose depending to what kind of a dashboard you want to build, or maybe what kind of a visuals that you want to be using in your data. Okay. And building interactive report is always like a rule, or maybe, how can I say, like a formula, right? Building a good dashboard should have a slicer. A good dashboard should have like bookmarks for guiding a story. For a good dashboard should be able to drill through, like revealing details. A good dashboard should have also pages. Like you shouldn't like put everything, like a detailed information within a dashboard, because the dashboard, what helps us is to summarize information depending to who you want to present it to. Because the data, the kind of the data a CEO wants to see is different from maybe a head of department information that he wants, okay? Or maybe a manager, like an operation manager. From an operation manager to a CEO, even though you're reporting the same data or maybe the same information, but the summarizing you do depends to who you want your data to be seen, okay? So the same thing applies to a report. If you're building a report, you should know who am I building this report for, okay? If you're building a report for a manager or maybe a head of an operation, straight in your mind, you know that it should be like a bit detailed, okay? Because he's going to oversee every operation, okay? But when it comes to a CEO just needs a summary, just needs numbers, okay? Yeah, so that's why when you want to build a good dashboard, first of all, you should know such things. Who am I going to create this dashboard for? What is it going to come and support into the business? And who will benefit in it? Okay, in using the dashboard, I mean. So a dashboard in Power BI, or maybe dashboard versus a report, or maybe a report versus a dashboard. A report has multiple pages, nice. Like it's a report, which means it has to be detailed, okay? Because a report you're not going to drill in. But a dashboard might have one single page, okay, that is monitoring, but with a lot of filters, or maybe it might even not have a filter, but it is showing like live data or maybe live operation that is taking place. I don't know if you remember. Let me try to. I don't know if you remember like a dashboard that we used to be seeing back then when we were in COVID time. Okay, so that dashboard used to change because it was live. People were getting sick on I would say on a second, or maybe, yeah, every second people would get sick. Every second they would recover new sick. Every minute person would die. So you see, that cannot be a report. That's a dashboard because it's showing us live data. Okay, like it's updating us of what is going on a daily basis, be it on a daily basis, uh, be it on hourly basis, or maybe minutes basis, depending. But a report normally is just I would say it's the dashboard, but with with enough period of time report. Okay, it can be a monthly report. That monthly report is it's not necessary to create a dashboard for it. If it's data that they would just need every month, like by the end of the month, there's no need of creating a dashboard. You just create a report. You'll be updating that report whenever they want it. That's when you are just updating the report. But the dashboard, it refreshes depending on how many time, or maybe how often do you want it to update. Okay? Yeah. So that's the difference. I hope I am not rushing. I hope we are going with in the same bus. Yeah, I hope so. Are we guys together?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are together.
Okay. I don't want it to be boring though. Like you guys are so quiet. I don't know if I'm making sense. Don't know if you're following. I don't know if you're catching it. Please ask questions because I will ask and I will randomly ask.
Yes, please. Question.
Yes.
So for the live bow, the live dashboard.
The live dashboard, yes.
Okay, is it let's say something that we use on a daily basis when we are let's say importing data, or I don't really understand what you mean by the live dashboard. How would it be working?
Okay. First of all, let's first understand that the dashboard or maybe Power BI doesn't have data. We should feed in data. So the problem is how should we feed data into a dashboard? So we saw that we can connect our dashboard or maybe our Power BI. Let me use the term Power BI on so that I don't confuse people. So when we are dealing with our Power BI report, maybe Power BI dashboard, we should connect it with a data source, what we call the data source. A data source might be Excel, a data source might be SQL database, a data source might be an API, a data source might be like a web data. Okay. So depending on how often do you get new data into your data source. Okay. Let's say, for example, you are a sales manager and between the branches that you have, maybe 5 of the branches that you have in a different area or maybe in a different region, they will be sending in like a report, like an Excel report of how much have they sold and how much are they like all those transactions. Like you're receiving an Excel, like there is an inflow or maybe inflow of Excel files that you're receiving on a daily basis, maybe on hourly basis, depending on your structure. Okay, so that that how often get new data will determine how often your dashboard should update itself. Okay, I don't know if you're getting me well there.
Yes, I'm getting what you're saying.
Yes. So and also there is also a limitation using it's also depending on the data source by which data source are you using, because when you're using an Excel, that means an Excel should have only one location and should be one Excel, or maybe they might be multiple Excels but with the same column names, with the same structure in all. It should be in the same structure for a dashboard to recognize the data that are in. So the moment there is a new data into Excel, either your Power BI report or dashboard is scheduled to refresh maybe once a while or maybe twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. So it's going to refresh. It's going to download new data from the same Excel it was fetching data from. Okay? Because Power BI is not an event grid, like whereby the moment there is a new data, you should see it live on your dashboard or report. No, you should create a refresh method of it. Okay. If you want it the same time that is getting into your data source, then you'll be required to create like a series of refresh schedules, like so many series, maybe per second, per minute, per hour, depending on how often do you want to see new data to your dashboard. Anyone else with a question?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Adam.
Yeah, I want to ask about dashboard.
Mm.
Does Power BI automatically update the data, or you have to feed in the data again? Like if the new data comes in, so do you have to add it, or there is a way it does it automatically without you being again feeding the data again?
So, okay. How am I going to respond this? It is possible. First of all, it is possible. And how it is possible, it's a bit advanced because you don't need there you will need to connect your Power BI with a warehouse into Fabric. Okay? That's when your data will be refreshing immediately the moment they run into a warehouse. You see, instead of you connecting a data or sorry a dashboard to your Excel report or maybe a CSV or whatever, you connect it with the warehouse. The moment there is a new data into a warehouse, they reflect in themselves. They reflect themselves into your dashboard. It's a bit it's a bit complex and a bit advanced.
So are we also covering that in this Power BI sessions, or maybe for the next time, as it's
I
a bit advanced?
Yes, it's for the next time because it's a bit actually it's not even a bit advanced because that's a whole engineering system. Because here we are just covering one session of a Power BI, and that thing that you're asking, or maybe that thing that you're curious to know, they will require you to understand more than what Power BI can do. You will need to understand what is a data flow. You will need to understand what is actually, you will need to understand the whole system that calls Fabric, because Power BI is under Fabric environment.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, good. Anyone else with a question? We move on. Yes, yes.
I want to ask about, other data visualization tools like Tableau. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know Tableau.
I know Tableau. Yes.
Yeah. What is the advantage of using this Power BI? Those in some of the organizations they are vendor specific. For example, if you go to one of the organization, they say use this one, Tableau. And in the other, when you go to the other vendor, they say we don't want that one, and then use only this one. So when you work as a data scientist or data engineer like this one, you need to know many of these data visualization tools. So
Mm.
I'm just asking your advice. Which of the data
Mm.
visualization tools are important for the current market?
So for the current market, there are those two. It's Power BI and Tableau. And Power BI it's more famous because it's free. The moment you have Microsoft account, the Power BI is free too. But Tableau, when it comes to businesses, it's not free. They pay per consumption. But well, another thing I would say, like in advantage, it's an advantage, is that if you know Tableau, it's easy to use Power BI. If you know Power BI, it's easy to use Tableau because Tableau is like an open source. Okay, so it's the same as a Power BI, but those two are the ones that are leading market.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Um, Anyone else? Daniela doesn't have anything to say. Okay, cool. So let's continue then. So we are now understanding the difference between report and the dashboard. Okay, good. So we are coming at the stage of, you see, when you're done creating your dashboard or creating a report, you have to share it like to the rest of the colleagues, or maybe whoever requested that dashboard or report. Okay. So in the Power BI, we use what we call publish. Come here when you're done creating your report, there is sorry, there will be something here. Oh, it's here. It's because I have nothing here that is already built. This one is not activated. But when you're done creating your report and you're satisfied with the outcome, you click here to publish. When you click on publish, you are pushing that report or dashboard to a website, okay, whereby the rest of the people can see, which means you will be having a link to share. You don't need to just share the file that you already have into your machine, because that file holds like the data source of how you created the dashboard or what. So you have to publish and then you share just a link so that people cannot tamper with anything that you did, or maybe any change, or maybe formulas that you created into your dashboard. Okay. And when you share it, let me see if I do have one that is open. Let me show you what is a report or a dashboard. Can you all see my screen? Can you see my screen, guys? Okay, great. So this is a dashboard. This dashboard, I created it. It's for weather. We are capable to see on a daily basis, capable to see weather data for almost the whole world. Because if you come here to monthly rainforest, you can filter. You can filter the country. You choose which country do you want to see, like about the weather. How is the weather going? Maybe by default it's on Brazil. You can click on Burundi. See, these are the filters that we were talking about. Okay. So if I want to share this dashboard, I don't need to come into my I don't need to come into my desktop and share the file. No, 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 no. I just come and click here and you just copy the link. That's it. And then you share to someone. Okay? And this is your dashboard without tampering with the changes or maybe the modifications you did into your dashboard. Okay? Yeah, that's how it looks like. And for refresh, you can be able to, you have rights to schedule refresh. The same thing that we were talking about recently. You can schedule refresh by time, by days, anyhow you want. Maybe you've created a dashboard that you want it to refresh maybe 3 times a day. So you will choose at what time do you want it to refresh. Maybe let's say, for example, 11 a.m. You want it to refresh. You want it to refresh by 3 a.m., 3 p.m. And you also want it to refresh before you get out of the office by maybe 4:45 p.m. so that you go home with the right information of how the market you just left it with. Okay, so you can be able to do that into a dashboard. So I hope you guys understand all this. The one that we didn't talk about is secure. You can grant permission through you. You can be able to grant permission and access. Yeah. You can say maybe I want Fabrice to own this. I want who else? Who else? I want Fiona to be the admin. I want Emmanuel to be just the viewer who will be just seeing the my dashboard, only that, where he cannot make any change or anything. So you can specify that. Okay. When you come here to manage permissions, you can see who has direct access. You can see this. So as you can see here, this person can read and share, but he cannot he cannot create anything in my dashboard. Yeah. You can even be able to remove him from your list of people with access. Yeah. So all that, the Power BI can do that for you to be able to secure your report or maybe your dashboard. So the next phase it's for practice. I hope now even who had who was still downloading the Power BI. I hope now it's ready to be used.
So that means it has the lower false negative. See the four. The four is a 36, which is okay in this case, predicting fewer negative.
Okay. Who is using Data Plus account? We couldn't hear the person well.
This is white red. So make sure this part, this.
Oh, it's Fabrice. So are we all ready? Are we all having our Power BI open? Anyone with the difficulties or question? We help before we jump into the practical phase. Anybody? Okay.
So as for me, my internet is very slow. So my Power BI is still taking time to install. I guess it's
Yeah.
the 2% here.
Mm, yes. 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 Uh, Already you raised your hand.
Actually, I'm not asking a new thing. Those colleagues they raise a question.
Mm,
We want this thing a little bit advanced. For example,
mm,
during COVID, if you remember the COVID outbreak, those people in one of the institutes they assign one of the screen, they keep changing those figures coming from every county, like, or district, and see the change over time. That one, you told us that it needs some engineering aspect, like the data engineers are the one doing it, this one. But at least for
Yes.
us, for example, if we have weekly reports. We want to know those weekly reports, and we want to see that on screen every week, so that we change the figure every when we get a new data, we feed it. The next week it will have another. The next week it will have another. When the month ends, then we will start a new month, so on and so on. So people will
Mm.
learn a lot of things by visualizing the data we are displaying for them. Can we also do that step in this particular Power BI session? I don't know, because okay, I know how to feed it, how to clean it, how to do it, but still that visualization for the wider community is the missing part from my side.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, we will dive deep into Power BI, and we will even be able to create reports, and we also be able to create dashboards that are self-scheduled, whereby you don't need to refresh them manually. You just schedule time and then they will be refreshing themselves. That we will do. But what I cannot promise that we will do is going into that deep data engineering of creating data flows and creating warehouse and data lakes. That I don't think our time will allow us to do so. But what I can promise you, we will dig deep into advanced Power BI. To be advanced Power BI, but not advanced Fabric. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so
Also,
much.
what I can add for Power BI is simple. I think for you, Aleba, you have attended many of our trainings. For Power BI, it's simple. For 2 weeks, you'll be able to see most of it. And the thing you are
Yeah,
requesting are not even that advanced. You should, like a report which will be changing over time. That's Power BI. That's what it's do. So
exactly.
yeah, it will be. We achieve that in no time.
Okay, okay, I got you. I know that one, the advanced session is not the scope of this session, so I understand the situation. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyone else with a concern before we move on? No one? Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Benjamin. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, no one else with an issue, because I want us to jump into practical phase. At least we should end this day by knowing how we can upload a file into Power BI. Okay. No one else with an issue? Okay. So I'm going to share a file, okay? And we are going to use that file into our dashboard in creating our dashboard, okay? I hope everyone here is in the WhatsApp group. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So I have already shared the file. I want us to plug this. Do we all have a file? Have we downloaded the file? And we are going into practice. I really want everyone here to contribute. I really want us to be a bit of engineers. We're going to act as data engineers for now. We're going to be cleaning data. We are going to be staging data. We are going to be creating relationships with so many files. Okay. So I want us to be pro in this. And by being pro, I want everyone here to contribute. Okay. I don't want it to be like a boring session, as if I'm giving a speech. No. I want us to practice. I want us to like to have fun in it. Because it's a good module for everybody who is in a business. As long as you're in a business, as long as sometimes you need a report, or sometimes you submit a report, you need this. So it's an easy application to use. It's very simple, not complicated. Okay, and it's wide because you will be learning on a daily basis. Actually, even the moment you start using it, you will just be recovering like a new skill that will be adding to what to cover, which means you might even find by the end of this year you're becoming a pro. You'll even start teaching others. So let let this session be more interactive than like punching you with the new things that are not even making sense. Okay. So I'm going to open a file that I have shared. Okay. First save it. Did we download the file? All of us?
Yes, we did.
Okay, perfect.
So are you speaking?
You were saying something?
I was asking if you were speaking because we couldn't hear you.
No. I'm saying I was opening a file. So can you see my screen? Can you see that I had already opened the file? Can you see? Okay. So I want us to first understand what kind of a data are we dealing with here. Okay? By reading our sheet names. Yeah. We have transaction. Uh, I want us to start from Alon. Alon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, please help me and identify the files that the data that we have here.
So on transaction,
Yes, on transaction. First of all, let's
so
first know how many sheets we have before we go
so we
into
have
details. Yeah,
we have
we do
one,
have
two.
transaction. This Q, do we know what the meaning of Q? This Q here, Q1.
No, we don't.
The moment you see Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4,
Is it
yes,
quota?
Quotas.
yes, exactly.
Quota. Mm.
Yes, a year has how many quotas, depending on how many months that you're grouping your data in. So if we do have quota 1 up to quota 4, that means we have each quota has 3 months. Yeah? Is it
Yes,
3? 3 or yes, I
it
believe.
depends. Yeah, but yeah, 3.
Yes, it's 3. Which means we have transaction for quota 1, we have transactions for quota 2, we have transaction for quota 3 and quota 4. After that, we also have other sheets like this one. What's this sheet? What do we have here? Hold on.
Uh, we have dim products, and you
Mm-hmm.
have the product ID, product category, unit price, and unit cost. Those are the columns.
Okay, so we've understood what is Q. This is quota, right? But when we come here
Yes.
to dim, this dim here, it's a dimension. It means a dimension. Here we're going to be dealing with 2 dimensions. There is a fact, sorry, 2 tables, 2 different tables. There is a fact table and a dimension table. So a dimension table, it holds data that never change. Okay, like unique data. Like for example, products. Products don't change on a daily basis. They don't change more often. Okay, they rarely change. Okay, and we also have customers. Okay, and we have regions. They also don't change more often, as unless there is some political things that I don't want to go to. There is a sales respective. Okay, there is also a calendar, like a date. Date table, they never change. Okay, but these transactions here, this transaction table here, they change. They change due to the different facts. Maybe a customer has changed. Maybe a customer came today and bought something. Okay, there's always an update. There's always an update of something here. Okay, so these are fact tables. Are we all in the same? I hope I'm not leaving anybody behind.
Sorry, sir.
Huh? Yes.
I think you can come again on what the fact table is. Do you mean the inside information?
Yes, I mean the inside information.
Okay.
So the fact table Those are the tables that update on a more often. I would say more often, or maybe they have this repetitive increments. Okay? But or they don't even update themselves more often. We take an example of if we do have like a table for maybe regions here. This region table cannot change more often. Like we won't be having too much update on a daily basis for regions. Okay. Because Rwanda will remain the same as Rwanda because it cannot change to something else. Kenya is the same. Uganda is the same. Okay. So which means this table cannot change. If we are if our transactions are taking place in this region, it will be in this region. And this region, these countries, they will not change. Okay. But a transaction can change. Or maybe a transaction can be updated. Because here, here today I can buy fax power bank, okay, and tomorrow I buy Nibas red panel. Tomorrow but one I buy Terra notebook. After 2 weeks I buy maybe Echo laptop standard. Okay, you see there is an increment. There is an increment. There's always an update in this file. You getting it? I'm asking Alan if he's getting it. Are we on the same line now?
Not there yet, because except if you could like say maybe uh, on the region I understand, but let's take an example on DIM customers, and you are saying this DIM customers
Actually,
that
let's remove this theme here. We are not even supposed to use theme. But continue your question. Continue your question.
because you are saying like the dimensions that they do not change,
Yes.
and I was kind of confused because, for example, on the sorry, yeah, on this maybe on this on customers, customers can change. So the information in the dim customer sheet can change at any time. So I'm not
Mm.
getting where how this customers or this
Okay.
dimension is going to be, like it's not changing. I
Okay.
can see
Maybe.
all the sheets here, the information can all change, maybe except for that region.
So let's say, for example, let me give you an example. Okay. Let me give you an
Yes.
example of Inyanje industry.
Mm,
Inyanje industry has different distributors in different areas in Rwanda.
mm,
Okay.
mm. Yes.
Let's say, for example, let's take only Kigali. Let's focus on Kigali. Kigali
Mm,
has three districts.
mm.
That's Gasabo, Kicukiro, and
Nyarugenge.
Nyarugenge. Okay. And so, for
Yes.
example, we have three distributors. One in Nyarugenge, one in Kicukiro, and one in Gasabo.
Mm,
But you see, those distributors have different products for Inyanya,
yes.
and they sell on a daily basis.
Mm,
In your own understanding,
mm.
we have a table that shows us the location of those distributors.
Yes.
Sibyo?
Yes.
And we do have a table also that shows us the names of distributors and their contacts, their business model, and where they live. Okay.
Yes.
And we also have another table which will be big, like this one here, that shows us that the products that they sell.
Mm.
And those products, they sell them on a daily basis.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
In those three tables, which one changes more often?
The last one you talked about.
The table for products.
Yes, for the transactions. Yeah, now I
Yeah,
understand.
exactly.
Yeah,
For the
now I
transaction.
understand.
So
Yeah.
that's why the reason why it's called fact table, because it stores numeric or measurable data about the business.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
And
Yes.
then this dimension data, they store data that can be used in filtering, in maybe grouping those transactions. Because here
Yes.
we have a table that has detailed transactions that took place. Okay,
Yes.
but like seeing here all these transactions, we don't have like a real number of all the transactions that took place in East Africa. We can say
Mm.
East Africa here is appearing so many times. Okay,
Mm.
but we don't really have like tangible information about it, like the real number of how many transactions that took place. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so
Yes.
we will connect this transaction, okay, with the region,
Mm.
so that
Yes.
if we select East Africa, we will know what kind, how many transactions that took place in
Yes.
East Africa.
Mm.
So in simple words, differentiate fact table with the dimension table in this way. Fact table stores numeric values or maybe
Mm.
measurable data that
Mm.
can be calculated, that can be transformed. Okay,
Yes.
and then dimension table stores descriptive data or maybe
Yes.
descriptive context used
Mm.
to filter or maybe to group those numbers or maybe those
Yes.
numerical facts that we got in the facts tables.
Yeah.
Exactly. Clear?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense now.
How about others? No questions? Yes, yes.
Probably it's a question. Yeah, initially you were asking us how many sheets do we have on this screen? Is it
Exactly.
possible to know the number of sheets without scrolling rightward or leftward? For example, some are hidden unless we put all of them or click right while.
Okay, the only thing I wanted us is to just identify that we do have different sheets. Okay, there's no need of counting. I just wanted
Okay.
us to see that we have different sheets with different data. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
All
So
right. Thank you.
all of us at the same time, let's come to our desktop menu. Okay, and we create a folder. Yeah, we create a folder. We call it Power BI. Power BI Bootcamp section. Have we all done this? Have we all created the folder? Great. So the other file that we've downloaded, you will store it there. Close it if it's open. Okay. And you copy and paste it into the the folder that we just created recently. Where did it go? Have you all pasted the file? We have it? Perfect. So you close the folder and then you come here, okay? We come back to our Power BI, and then you see here on the file, we go together, you click here to get data, and you click on Excel workbook. You're going to import the other workbook, Excel workbook, from the folder that we've created, okay? If you don't have too much
Do we click?
folders as mine.
Sorry, do you click
Sorry,
the
come again?
Excel work? Do we click
Yes,
the
click
Excel
on
workbook?
Excel. Yes.
Workbook. Okay.
Hmm.
Then import.
You go where you stored the other.
Okay.
So I am not going to move from here until everybody by the voice telling me we are having the same screen in front of us. Starting from who is the first one? RG.
Hello,
Are we
please.
having the
Hello.
same? Are we seeing the same? Are we having the same screen?
Yes, we have the same.
You have the same. Fiona Kirabo, we do.
Yes, I do.
Alan,
Yes, I do.
Christopher,
Hello.
we do have the same screen.
No, no, no.
What's going on? Where
Let
are
me
you stuck?
let me share.
Okay.
I'm not seeing the screen. I'm not seeing the screen.
So you click on file, up on your
Here.
left. Yes. You click on get data.
Get.
Still on
Okay.
your
Okay.
left hand side. Then select Excel workbook. Did you store the file into a folder somewhere on your
Yes.
desktop?
Yes, I
Which
did.
folder?
Power
Power
BI.
BI.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Where is it? Okay. Power BI.
Select it. Okay. And Daniela, we having the same? David,
Yes, we are on the same page.
Emmanuel,
Yes, we are on the same page.
Mutesa, Gael,
Yes, I'm there.
Ishimwe, we can't hear you. Jean-Baptiste,
Oh, I'm there.
you there?
Sure.
Ntabana Jonah, Wilson,
Yes, I'm following. Yeah.
perfect. So we are all here, you see? So all of us, we are here, okay? And we are seeing Power Query transaction as a file with so many worksheets. So you will select all of them, okay? Because we need all of them, except README. Just leave it alone. Are we all done selecting? Just put your thumbs up. Okay. So if we are done, then we load the data. Click on load data.
Please, are we selecting everything
Yes, except README.
except
Don't
all
select README.
all the
You
dim,
will
all
tick
the
them.
dim
You will
calendar,
all
dim
the
custom?
dim, all the transactions.
Okay. Okay. And then
Are we all done?
yeah, cool.
Diego?
Me, I failed. It failed. I have some error message.
Show us, please. David, share us your screen, please. Or you just share a screenshot of what's the error message. David, are you still with us? Show us the The Power BI. Share the entire screen. Don't share the page. Okay. 8 queries are blocked by the following error. First of all, close the Excel file if it's open. Is it the one that was open? Okay, so do it again. Load it again and you see. So tick all the tables except readme. Perfect. So anyone else? Anyone else with an issue?
Yes, so
Yes, Christopher.
I open it, but I'm seeing Excel opening all together here.
Share your screen and you see.
Let me share. You see here is let me get this something done. You see it's Excel that is opening here, and I don't know.
Okay, so you see where in your left up corner, top corner,
Yeah.
where it's written close and apply.
Where?
Left top corner.
Left top corner. Okay. So I should
Close and apply.
close and apply. Okay. I close and apply, but nothing is.
Click on
Okay.
it's going to do it. So anyone else with the error? Or maybe with an issue? Before we move on. No one? Cancel the sharing. Stop sharing, Christopher.
Okay. What is this thing? Okay.
Okay. And try to mute, please. So we are going back. We're going back to our Power BI. So remember when I said this part, it's report view. It's where you build your report, okay? And this second one, it's a table view. Let's all of us click on table view, okay? And you guys, you tell me what you see.
Sorry,
I need like 3 people to tell me.
sorry, Kevin.
Yes,
How did you
Fiona.
get there? How did you get there?
First of all, tell me where you at.
Yeah, I loaded the data, and
You
after
can see the
loading,
same thing
We
I'm
are
seeing here.
there. Build visuals with your data.
This is where you are,
Mhm.
Fiona.
yes, that's where I am.
You are here.
Yes.
So here at the left up corner, there is report
Okay.
view. This is where we are in the report view. We're in the report view. But the second one, under report view, there is a table view. You click on a table view.
Okay.
When you click on a table view, you will see something like this.
I think so.
And on our right-hand side, we will see all the tables that we have. These are the tables.
Yeah.
Once you click on maybe the first one, you will see the data in tabular format. Yeah.
When I click what?
Are we? Are
Sorry,
you? Are you at the table view?
I'm
Yes, I
trying
get
to
it. I get
follow
it. Don't
while.
worry.
Yes.
No, don't worry
So I'm
about
at
that.
the table view.
Uh-huh. When you click on the table view, what do you see?
So when I click the table view, I can see a column 1, Power Query Practice, transaction data, things like that. Then on the side are all the other folders: DM calendar, DM customers, DM products, transactions, readme, everything on the side.
Here.
Yes.
Under data. That's where you're seeing there.
Yeah. But I
Mind
don't have
sharing
the.
your screen? Share your screen, please.
Okay.
You're sharing
Can
a
you
page.
see it?
Okay, go to Power BI. Just click. Okay, no. Sorry, it's me who just misread you. Share the same way you are sharing, please.
Hmm. Can you see it?
So click on dim calendar. Just click on it. It will change. Okay. Now you see the data. We were not supposed to import README because README is just a text. So it
I
would
didn't.
have confused us.
I didn't click it. I don't know how it entered there.
It's all right. I'll show you. We'll see how to delete a table that we don't need. Yeah. But let's first know how to import data. You see, we successfully imported how many tables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We successfully imported 9 tables, 9 different tables. Okay. And we imported them as Excel files. Okay. So the same way we imported the Excel files, the same way you can even import a CSV file. You see? But when you're going to import a CSV file, you don't import, you don't come here to get data and then you select the Excel workbook. No. If you select the Excel workbook, you will see only Excels in your drive or maybe in your folder. You only see Excel files only. And if you want a CSV, you select text/CSV. Okay. That's what you can, that's when you want to import a CSV file. You know, a CSV file is the same as a Excel, a bit. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So for us, for now, we are using Excel file. Okay. So what's next? It's how to clean the data. The data we do have, we are not sure if it's cleaned or not. Okay. There are some due diligence that has to be done. Maybe like some verifications. Like if you can see my screen, I will go with the Fiona is
Let
the
me
one
stop.
who is
Let me
not
stop.
muted.
Okay. Should I stop sharing?
Yes, stop sharing and I share my screen, please. So when we are done importing data, okay, first it's verifying what kind of data did we import. Is the data that we imported clean? Okay. Are they mess data? Like what kind of data did I import? Okay. That's that's the next thing that we should see here. So I don't know if you guys you see my screen, but if I see the data that are in transaction quota 1, I am already seeing errors. Yeah. I am already seeing mistakes. So I want us to brainstorm together. What kind of mistakes that are we seeing here? Starting from Fiona, who is unmuted. Tell me
I can
what
see
kind of error.
some missing information in some columns.
In which column?
So,
Tell me the columns that you see there are some informations that are missing.
in the customer ID.
Customer ID. Okay.
Customer ID following C003. There's a
Yes, you
blank
see
space and
the
then you have
customer ID. The customer ID, we are missing some customer IDs. Yeah. Yes, that's one observation. So I need someone else other than Fiona. David. Any
Yes, so as for me,
yes.
For the region, I'm seeing we get East Africa and then we get E.Africa. So I think if we are harmonizing, or let's say, or
This and this. Okay.
yes, if we want to
Okay.
harmonize it, then we have to
Perfect.
get one saying East
That's
Africa instead of E.Africa.
that's a nice observation. Let's go to David.
Yeah, there are some unit plus with no currencies.
Some unit prices with no currencies. So as we can see here, there is 420, but we don't know if it's in dollars. We don't know if it's in London francs or pounds. Yeah. In net amount. And also the same applies to unity price. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. Perfect. Anyone else that is observing something unusual in the data?
Yes, we have some capitalization issues in product category. Some are starting with capital letters, some not capitals, and also spelling.
Nice. I like the observation.
And also in the product column, there are some products, okay, some spaces, how do you call it, trim issues. Yeah.
It's a very nice observation. Anyone else?
Yes.
Yes.
On the dim products, I don't know if my eye is not looking well,
No,
but
you
I
do.
don't
You do look well.
I don't see how mostly how the unit cost is lower than the unit price. Yeah, maybe I'm not understanding the data, but I don't see how. For example, on the first column, on the first row, we have the unit price of 38, but the unit cost is 16. Maybe I don't know. That's my observation.
Okay, so for us to understand, we'll repeat again.
So I
What's your
was saying,
observation?
like on the products,
Hmm.
mostly the unit cost is lower than the unit price. And I
Okay.
don't understand how the unit cost is going to be lower than the unit price mostly every time. Yeah. For example, the first law for the Aurora
Hmm.
desk lamp, we have the unit price of 38 and the unit cost is 16.5. Yeah. I don't know.
Unity cost. Is it unity cost? Or it's unity price?
We have unit price and they are also a bit confusing. Unit price and unit cost. Yeah.
Okay.
You have
Are
two.
you checking in your data set or my data set?
My data set,
Oh, your
like
data set. No, we
yeah, on
started
the
from what I am sharing on my screen. Check to my screen. Look what I'm sharing.
yeah, okay, yeah, no worries.
Yes.
For me, I was observing other sheets other than what you are presenting.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Yeah,
No worries.
yeah.
But you can also observe here. There's still a lot.
There is also some spelling issues on the category column.
Yes.
Yeah, like lighting, lightning, they have to be harmonized.
Okay. Perfect. Anyone else?
Yeah, so for this product, we have to trim this let's say we have to trim
No, you're jumping. You're jumping. You're
the part.
already in the execution phase. Yet we are still observing.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But basically, all I wanted us to understand is that we do have like a bit of work or maybe a bit of tasks to do, like cleaning the data. Okay.
Yeah, but how can you parler de long distance il faut go? Why I think he clean data?
We do have. You saying something, Christopher?
No, I'm talking to someone.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we do have a lot to do with the data because if you go to the rest of the files, uh, you will also see there are some some things that we have to look into or maybe to work on. Okay. So what we have to do is verifying what kind of data do we have and what kind of what kind of corrections that we have to make. Okay. By each table. This will go with each table. So the next phase is how do we change? How do we clean and how do we adjust all those adjustments that were observed or maybe all those errors that were observed? How do we correct them? Okay. So The way we collect them, you come here to transform data. This is where we collect everything from. Like all the work, all the back end related work being done here into transform data. Okay. Once you click on transform data, a new window will open holding your data, but they will be a bit different from what we were looking at previously. So I want us all to click on transform data. Okay. Are we all there?
You cannot see it, sorry. Wait.
So when
Wait.
you click here to home, oh, sorry.
I've seen it.
You've seen it? Anyone
Yeah.
who is not being able to go to transform page? Anyone? So all of us were in the transform page. Yeah.
Yes, I am there.
How about others? How about others? Want to know others?
We are there.
Yeah. Transform. Is it transform data? Because on a transform, there's transform
Yes.
data and
Yes.
data source setting. It's just transform data.
Yes, we go to transform data. Here to home, there is here. Click to transform data. When you click on transform data, you will see like a new page for Power BI is being opened. And it will be looking like this. Yeah. We all there. Okay. So when you're here, this is where like all the magic happens from. This is where you do your transformation of data. This is where you collect all the errors that we saw within the data. Okay. Like for example, if we will start from quarter one, transaction quarter one, because that's where we observed there are a lot of errors. Okay. And you first check, do the data that I have headers? Like when I say headers, I mean column names. Are they with column names? Yes, they do. Okay. Then you see nulls here. The things that you saw that are unusual, in a transform data, you see them immediately. So what you do, you come here to view. Okay. Are we all in the same? Are we all in the same line? So you click here to view, then you click to column distribution. Okay. You click to monospace. Okay.
Kevin, wait slowly, please.
Yes.
So
Okay.
where did you get the view?
Are we on the transform? Are we in this
Yes,
page? Transform data.
yes,
You
yeah.
just come and click here to view after add column section. You click to view, and then you just click here to column distribution.
Okay.
When you click to column distribution, you will see this, and also click to column quality. We want to see the quality of each column. So I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing here, but they just gave me information about the valid data that are in the table in the column, errors, the percentage error, empty lows that are in. Okay. So here, as you can see, I do have 277 distinct with 274 unique. Okay. So which means the values that are in this column, 99% of them are unique. Okay. But it's different from here. Sorry, here to all the date. All the date, orders can what more than one or have like that's why you see in a you come here and you click on column quality. After clicking on column quality, you can also even click on column distribution. Column distribution will give you like a hint what kind of data are in. Are they unique data? That's when you are hunting for unique IDs, what we call primary keys. Okay. But the moment you click on column distribution, you already see that other ID is definitely the one that can be our primary key for this table. Okay. Because is different from the rest. This one has almost, yes, it has almost 97% of uniqueness. That means most of the IDs that you see there are unique. They are not duplicates. We don't have much duplicates in this column. Okay. And for these three informations, or maybe these three highlights that we see here, there is valid in light green. There is red. That means that the column has errors. There's also empty with dot, a black dot. In this column of ours, we don't have errors. We don't even have empty rows, right? But if you come here, you already see that we have how many empty rows? We have 4. Okay, that means this column here needs to be taken care of. If something is wrong with it, the moment there is empty yet. But the first thing that you should imagine in your mind is like, is empty in this row necessary or it's not necessary? Okay. But in a customer ID, obviously we shouldn't be having empty space or maybe empty rows in customer ID. Same applies actually to the list. Because the moment we do have all the IDs and we don't have empty, that means the rest of the columns should should contain data, unless we do have empty in our other ID, because then we cannot be able to identify what kind of data are they. That means we're okay to have empty row to the rest of the columns. But if we don't have empty rows into other ID, then we shouldn't even have empty rows to the rest of the columns. I don't know if you're getting it. Are we all together? Okay, perfect.
Kevin?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what do you mean by valid? Okay. What do we mean when we say valid? What does that indicate? The other thing is in all of those row, I mean, column heads, the error is 0. I mean, what kind of error are supposed to be shown in terms of percentage? I don't know that one. When you say empty, we mean missing data. That one is very clear. But when you say error
Yes.
invalid, I want to know those things there.
So when we see here valid, okay, that means the data that are in the column plus the column data type are making sense. Okay, that one makes sense. That one is understandable.
Okay, like for example, if it is ABC, that means just character. When
Exactly.
all right, okay.
So again, when you see error here, that means the data. Let's say, for example, we'll go back. Don't worry about what I'm going to change. Okay. You see, when I changed this data type here to date. Back then it was on it only had text as a data type. So I changed it to date and just see what happened. Yeah. See, now I have a lot of errors. Though the data is not refreshable. Let me refresh.
Okay, I just got it. I got it.
I don't know why the error is not updating here. But sometimes errors mostly appears when like there are two different data in one column and they are with a different data type. Let's say, for example, in the column I should be having a number and then I'm seeing a text. That's an error because that data is not varied. Because the moment the data is not varied, there is an error unless it's empty. Okay, but when it's empty, you will see this letter null. Null means nothing, like means none or maybe 0. Yeah. Anyone else with a question before we proceed? None?
Yeah, question.
Yes, question.
Yeah. In order to understand better the difference between distinct and unique, maybe let's take an example from the column of product. We
Yes.
have 30 distinct and 2 unique. Okay.
Mm.
So does this mean that we have 30 types of products and 2 of them were bought once so that they are unique? Am I right?
Sorry, come again.
So
You
on
were
the column
saying?
of product, we have 30 distinct and 2
The column of
unique.
product. We have
Yes,
30 districts and
2 unique.
mm,
So does this 30 mean that you have 30 types of products and 2 of them are unique, meaning they were purchased or sold once? Am I
no,
right?
no.
Or if not, what they mean?
They are saying, okay, in that means there are 32 laws, right, with data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in those
Yes.
32 laws with data, okay,
Yes.
30 are distinct and
Which
2
means?
are unique, which
Mm-hmm.
means those 30 that are distinct, they are repeating themselves. Doesn't mean they are no duplicates. They are duplicates because they are counting. It's count distinct. Okay, and then those 2 uniques that you're seeing there, they are districts that only appears twice. Oh, sorry, appears once and once. There is no appearance more than one. There are only two data that appears once in the data.
Oh, so does this 30 literally mean the number 30, or it means they might be more than 30 but repeating themselves? This
Yeah, they
30.
might be they are more than 30 but repeating themselves. Those 30 are
Okay.
repeating themselves several times.
Several times, but
Yes.
they are not literally
Because
30. It
I
means,
don't know if you can see
yes.
my screen here. We have
Mm.
on a category we have 15 distinct.
On
These 15 distinct on category. Can you
yes.
see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, on category.
Mm. Yeah, I
We
do.
have 15 distinct. That
Yes.
means category we do have how many categories for in files? Do have 15 categories, but they're repeating themselves several times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Okay, it means
They're
they're
repeating
repeating
themselves
themselves.
almost 280 laws. Because in
Mm.
these 280 laws that you see here, only these 15 categories are repeating themselves.
And also they mean that we only have 15 categories, right?
Exactly. That means we have 15 categories.
Okay, yeah, understood.
Yes. Or maybe to make it simple, let's find on region. Is it? No, on region there were so many errors. You see? You see the categories there? Categories are supposed to be are supposed categories here are supposed to be 5.
To be 5, yes.
Let's see this different. This at least here you can see the whole table at once.
Mm.
If they say 5 distinct, that means yes, the lighting might appear so many times, but still it's lighting. It's once, right?
Yes.
And furniture, peripherals, accessories, stationery, those are 5. So they count them distinctly. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So let's come here to product ID. Product ID, how many distinct? 15, and all of them 15 are unique. That means here there is no value here in this column that looks the same as the other one in the
Yes,
second or
yes.
maybe in the rest of the rows. Each row is unique. When each row is unique, distinct is always equal to unique. When you see that there is no balance there, that means that that column holds duplicates. You get it?
Yes, I get it.
Yes, perfect. So wait, at what time do we close? I hope I'm not taking your time, guys.
9 p.m.
We close 9 p.m. Okay, so we can take a 5-minute break and then we come back. Okay. Maybe 5. Yes.
uraduhereza byose
ejo uzinduke wabuzamenye inkuru mbi CCI yatsindiye Canal Plus na Canal Box mu gitondo ntasinzira arabyuka ari washaze ubu barambwiye nshaka amakuru mpita nyashaka CCI baranda nari kuri otomenti yarangiye icyumweru gishize umva bageze kure
Hello.